Good morning, people. We are here from Growing Discoveries Outreach and New Direction Supportive Housing and Recovery One Day at a Time. Just for today, on our recovery video, I'm going to share with you some things about recovery. This is Cynthia. This is Josh. This is Jerry. So, we are part of supportive housing and part of our method of recovery. And I want to help people in recovery today. You might or might not see me because of the sunshine, but it's a beautiful day out here. So, supportive housing, one of the things that we have as a goal is building ourselves as a whole person. So our mission is wholeness recovery. And whether you need recovery from addiction or you need recovery from losses in your life, or you need recovery of a living situation, whatever your recovery is, here's something that you need to know. If you need recovery in one place, guess what? You need recovery in every area of your life. So we deal with recovery, spirit, soul, and body. And today, guess what we're working on?
Fitness.
We're working on fitness. We're working on self-discipline. We're actually working spirit, soul, and body. And spirit, soul, and body, let me tell you how walking in our neighborhood is spirit, soul, and body. First of all, spiritually, we are remembering the scriptures in Hebrews that says no discipline seems pleasant at the time, but rather what? Painful. But it will produce a harvest of righteousness for those who are trained by it. Why do you keep disappearing from my camera? There you are. Okay, so in spiritual, we also are remembering that our body's a temple of God, and we have to take care of it because you only get one. All right, and then in our soulish realm, we're changing our mindset and we're learning new disciplines. And whenever you pick up a new discipline or a new habit, one of the things about starting a new habit is you have to create a new discipline. And when you create a new discipline, you have to start with an achievable goal. So we are not walking 5 miles today. We're walking at a moderate pace, and we're walking down to our stop sign of our subdivision and back. And I'm doing that with our group once a day, and they're doing it together the second time a day. And if they can't do it together, they still have to do it on their own once a day, because we have to learn how to walk alongside one another. And that's what supportive housing is about. It's helping people create new disciplines, helping people understand. So in our spirit, soul, so on our soul, our mind, our will, so our want to, our desires have to change. So one of the assignments that they have today is that they have to watch at least one video about physical health. So whether it's a new recipe they want to learn and try, whether it's something about nutrition, they have to watch at least one YouTube video today and gain information for their mind and learning in their mind to change their mindset about living a healthy life. Okay? Now, so that helps their mindset. It helps our want to, our desires. Changing our desires, we have to change our thoughts for our desires to change. So that's part of it. And then, so our want to, they want to lose weight. And so since we're talking about the topic of recovery, Jerry has been with me almost 5 years. You say 5 years in supportive housing. Well, everybody's journey is not the same. Jerry started out in beauty school in the middle of her 40s, and she was eating McDonald's 3 times a day or twice a day. And she suffered a stroke, a major stroke, right, Jerry?
Yes.
And that stroke helped Jerry realize that if she didn't start taking care of herself, she was not going to live a healthy life. This is how great our God is. She was paralyzed on one side. She had no insurance. And in 12 weeks, God got her back up. And she was able to go back and finish beauty school. Now, after she finished beauty school, she decided she didn't really want to do that as a career now, but she had finished something that she had started. And so she still reached a goal in her life. She finished something that she started. And that's a lot about supportive housing too. Okay, pick it up, guys. I'm wearing them out. Okay, so then Jerry's mother, beautiful lady, beautiful woman of God, passed away. And that was another tragic event in her life that she had to work through her and on her emotional health. And your mom has been passed and in heaven 2 years now, right? 4 years, oh my. Okay, so then she just had the anniversary of her mom's celebration to be with Jesus just a few days ago, and it's already 4 years, hard to believe. Then she went back to her job and broke her leg. So, her hip. So, Jerry's been through some things. And one thing you have to understand in supportive housing, it doesn't matter how long you're there, it's just that you keep getting somewhere. Hey, Brother Manuel, welcome. Good to see you. Who else is on there? Sister Linda. Oh, we got people from all over the place. Sister Brenda. So glad to see all of you on here. So Jerry's been on a journey, and we're on that journey with her until she's fully able to stand alone, but still learn how to give back to community. And she's doing that right now. Josh, he's been with us for about a year now, and he's going to continue on, and I'm going to train him and do some leadership things with him. And one of the things I was talking about in recovery, and Cynthia, she's been with us about 6 months, right?
Yeah.
6 months. Okay, so one of the things about recovering from addiction or homelessness or any of the things, losses that we've gone through, we have to understand that, like when you start getting clean, I start getting so, and you're smoking. Jerry's 99% smoke free. Josh is maybe 60%. And Cynthia is 20% smoke free. But we're going to get there. But as they stop smoking, as they stop using, guess what happens? They begin to taste food, and they begin to have appetite, and they begin to also, a lot of times we have to get on mental health meds, and those things cause weight gain too. So, there's new disciplines that have to be put in our life. So in all of their journeys, Cynthia's a multifaceted person. She's got all kinds of gifts. She's got leadership strength, but she squirrels. She squirrels a lot because people see her gift and they pull on it, and then she goes off on that little journey, and then she goes back to her thing, and then something else happens. And because she has so many gifts, and because she has so many different talents, she's still trying to find out how to navigate those in a way that are profitable to her life. Okay, so keep pushing, guys. We're almost to the stop sign. All right. Anyway, I'm just trying to explain to you. And then everybody has a different piece of their journey. Josh is going to school full time. He's working. He's looking for more stable employment. He's looking at opportunities of education and leadership. And so when we do those things in our sobriety, you have to understand, you're going to get a little thick for a minute. But that's where you have to just put discipline in your life for a new way of living and a new mindset. So, as we're walking back, because we're almost to our first goal, I just want to talk about some of those things. We got to change our mindset. We got to change the way we treat our body. We got to live unto the Lord and glorify Him in our body. But while we're walking, we're being built up as a whole person, because we talk about got to say to the people today? You hold it while you talk.
Really,
Watch yourself so you know you're there. Okay.
everything's possible with God. When you think you can't do it, and nothing, you just can't, you have to have God to be able to do it, or you can't do it. Without Him, you just can't.
Tell your story a little bit. Some of the things you're working on.
I am working on,
Somebody out there needs to hear it.
I'm working on a lot. I'm working on mostly my relationship with God. Myself, I gained a whole bunch of weight from Seroquel, so I've been going to the doctor to lose weight. I changed my whole eating habits to this crazy diet that the doctor put me on, which was really hard at first. Like the first week sucked. And walking and just rebuilding relationships that I've messed up with my family members because of my drug use.
Thank you very much, Cynthia. So one of the things that a couple of things that she talked about. One is she's rebuilding a lot of pieces. When you go suffer through loss or you need supportive housing, there are a lot of things that need to be rebuilt, and it's hard to stay focused. And so that's what we do, is we help people stay focused to be able to keep working toward those goals. And she has about 15 of them on her plate. So we're each day working on a little thing at a time. But another thing she talked about are the things that she's putting into place. And so one of the things that's important when you're trying to take care of your body is you have to stay consistent. You can't keep going back and forth. And that's like sitting on a fence, you know. You can't be double-minded. The Bible says that a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So you have to become self-disciplined, but you also have to be held accountable, and you have to be consistent. So they have to consistently drink water. They have to consistently eat better food. And they have to discipline themselves to do this walking every day. Okay, so Josh, what would you like to tell the people? You hold the phone.
Well, with this walking, I'm learning determination and my willpower to not give up.
Talk about willpower.
I've always procrastinated and always tried to find a loophole to everything in life. Yep.
Are there no shortcuts in life, Josh?
Nope.
So you're going to have to walk if you're going to lose weight every day, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You're going to have to stop eating McDonald's pretty soon.
Even though it's free.
Yeah. See, that's the temptation. It's free. Keep it up there so I can see you. Okay, keep talking. What are your goals? What are your dreams?
My goals is to one day be a director over my own recovery house and to be able to lead people where they need to go, showing them that there is a way, that in life you don't have to give up.
Okay, one thing he said about he wants to be a leader. One of the things we have to learn about leadership is we have to lead by example. So Josh is walking through a journey right now so that one day he can lead by example and he can say, I've already been right where you are. That's a good thing. So you leaders out there, you can't lead by telling other people what to do. Just like a mother says to her kid, do what I say, not what I do. Guess what? They're going to do what you do. And so we have to lead by example. Anything else, Josh? Anything about your recovery? Talk about, what it's meant to be clean and sober.
Clean and sober. What is it doing? I've been clean and sober going on 2 years, July 10th. I missed the weight loss, but with willpower, I'll lose this weight. I don't need no substance in my body to lose the weight. I just got to put forth the effort.
Woo! So recovery takes work, doesn't it?
Yep.
Recovery takes work. So here's Jerry, and I want her to share whatever's on her heart about recovery. Woo, woo!
Okay. I've been clean for 7 years, and recovery does take work. It starts every morning, every second of every piece of the day. It's a 24/7 job. Well, not job, it's a journey. As you always say, a journey. Okay. And my recovery is not just in drugs, it's recovery emotionally, spiritually, just like Pastor said. Yeah, I've restored a relationship with my family. I mean, you got to stand on his promises. Stand on his promises one day at a time.
You got a new car a year ago?
Yeah, thank you, Jesus. It takes time. It's just not like you get it overnight. You have to work through it. And I thank God every day, and I'm giving him all the glory.
Thank you. So, as we finish up our last lap, I'm going to pick it up now. We're going to pick it up for the last 5. One thing you need to know about health and fitness is if you go back and forth, like walk fast or jog a little, and then you walk slower, and then you build your heart cardiac back up, that when you're done exercising, here's a secret. You will burn fat for 2 extra hours after you exercise if you push the last quarter mile. So, learn that and make sure that you stretch before and after you walk, and also drink water, lots and lots of water. But we're going to sign out for today, and I hope it's encouraged you that together there's nothing that's impossible. I think about the time where they built the Tower of Babel, and God stopped them building that because they were trying to build this tower up to reach God. And God said, these people, as long as they stay in agreement, there's nothing that'll be impossible to them. So that's a principle that God's established, that if we walk in agreement, there's nothing that'll be impossible. So as we hold one another accountable, and as we walk the walk together, and we lock arms, and we finish our course with joy, and we help one another out, there's nothing that can be impossible. So you have a great day. Hold fast to the liberty wherewith Christ has made you free. And as Jerry said, you got to do the work. God bless you. Have a great day from New Direction Supportive Housing.